Pokemon as a franchise is now screwed. The game, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I actually projected the game to sell at least 1 million copies worldwide, as it's a Pokemon game, and it would still probably sell 1 or 2 million copies for a week, but 3 million. Pokemon is now screwed, okay? The audience showed that they want this kind of crap. They want this kind of Pokemon Go integration with Pokemon as a franchise. They're saying, oh, this is good for the Switch. This is good for the Switch. Oh my god, the Switch is selling so well. The Switch is breaking records again. But the reason why the game is bad. Pokemon Let's Go is a game that really, if you think about it, 3 million copies did break it. I mean, which means it did break records for the Switch, because the Switch. But another one, the Switch really has no RPGs besides Valkyria Chronicles and some small RPGs. Because Switch had a bunch of platformers already. The Switch has a huge, massive amount of platformers. But still surprised that this game is actually selling pretty well worldwide. 3 million, this is actually from the actual Pokemon Twitter themselves. I thought this was like some hoax. Nintendo decided that someone decided to make up like some gaming journal and said, oh, Pokemon Let's Go is selling well, but if you go to the Gametsu, it leaks to the Pokemon's actual Twitter. But next Pokemon game, they're likely gonna pull this bullshit off and put it in the game. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna put this garbage Pokemon Go integration into the game. Because you guys, oh wait, people like Pokemon Go? And they'll probably include it in the last bit. The game's still in development. The game still has a year more of development. You say, hey, this Pokemon Let's Go is selling well. Pokemon Let's Go is selling well. So now we're not going to get our open world game that we wanted. We're going to get the same old Nintendo wants to give us. When Nintendo holds their hand throughout the entire game, and basically this game literally holds your hand throughout the game. You have to have a Pokemon at a certain level to go into the gyms. You have to have this awful Pokemon Go catching mechanic, where you throw your Pokeball and with motion controls, which misses half the time. I played the demo; it misses like half the time. And then we have the awful Pokemon like Meltan and Melmetal. It's just going to say, oh wait, raising the cells, said Nintendo and Game Freak. People want this. People want laziness. This is what happened to Mario until New Super Mario Bros. U. People kept buying the same games over and over and over again. And they realized, hey, wait, we're buying the same games. No, we don't want Mario Bros. U again. Which is the reason why Mario Bros. U Deluxe is not selling well in terms of pre-orders. Because no one wants the same game as the freaking Wii U game, okay? Nobody wants that game again. Nobody says, yes, let's buy Mario Bros. U again. Forget Pizza for that game. It's still the same game as the freaking Wii U game, okay? It's the same game. I'm not getting that game. It's a waste of my money, and I'm not going to give my money to it. I know, of course, I already played the game on the Wii U. I own New Super Mario Bros. U for the Wii U. So I don't have to buy the freaking Switch version, okay? I own the Wii U. So I don't have to buy all these Switch ports that they're releasing. And that's the reason why I say the Switch has no games. Because half the games are freaking ports of the Wii U. Half of them. Literally half of them. And I bet the same trends could go to us next year as well. But we will get Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Amazon was purposely hiding the reviews to make Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee more, so people can say, oh, people like this game. There's no reviews. You can't, like. Another thing is YouTube. The game actually was on everywhere on YouTube, which was surprising because Pokemon. And now I can say why the sale was breaking records for the Switch. Not Pokemon as a franchise. It still couldn't beat Sun and Moon. It still couldn't beat that. But this is alarming for the Pokemon franchise. This is not, oh yay, Pokemon selling on the Switch. No, it's actually pretty alarming, okay? That people will buy the laziest, most boring, most dull game. Now I know. Now I have proof. This game is absolute proof. Nintendo can basically just make the same games over and over again. Make very lazy games. Make very, very bare bones games. And dummies will still buy it no matter what. Like, I've already proven this with FIFA. FIFA still managed to sell 10 million copies every year, even though they're the same freaking games as last year. Pokemon is now another one of those franchises. Like FIFA, like Madden, Nintendo can probably make them yearly and make them practically the same games with a slightly different reason. Same story, you fight 8 Sims, you fight the Elite Four, you fight an evil team, and you win. And people will still buy them no matter what. And that, like, actually, instead of criticizing Pokemon Sun and Moon for removing Sims, Iron Child was actually very innovative and actually tried to breathe new life in the franchise. But Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee brings absolutely nothing new whatsoever. Yeah, you have Meltan. You have the awful co-op that doesn't really work half the time. You have garbage stuff from Pokemon Go. You have Pokemon Go stuff. What's the probably carry all this to Pokemon next Pokemon game? I bet 9 times out of 10 they're gonna do this. Nintendo is greedy. That's why they're making all these Wii U ports. They see, oh, no one bought a Wii U, so let's put all the Wii U games on the Switch. Easy money. Instead of making the games backwards compatible, let's throw them out the stores as Wii U games. Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee are the embodiment of greed. Okay, the embodiment of Nintendo being giving us the bare bones of content and saying, this is what you get for the year, this is what you get. You get the most bare bones and most boring game you could possibly think. But Nintendrones and Pokedrones and Poketubers were glad we buy this. They're glad we buy the same games they have been given for the last 5 years. I would still probably watch the Pikachu movie. Of course, that movie looks awesome, Detective Pikachu, that movie. Not the game. I'm not buying the game because I stopped buying 3DS games this year. Because I don't want to buy 3DS games anymore, okay? Probably besides a few old games I haven't gotten yet, like Xenoblade Chronicles for the 3DS. But this is something that changes in Nintendo. Nobody wants Pokemon. People will buy the same games over and over again. Of course, you can say, oh yeah, people buy Call of Duty the same. Like, here's list of franchises that release yearly and now are completely crap. Call of Duty used to be good. With the exception of World War II, still crap. Sports games used to be good. Used to be great games. But now it's the same old, same old. Assassin's Creed, the worst example of this. Used to be good, now completely crap. Let's play Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Assassin's Creed Origins. Those games are completely crap, okay? Pokemon is now going to start falling into this category as Assassin's Creed. Like, Assassin's Creed Unity still sold well despite being a crappy game. That's the biggest example of that. Assassin's Creed Unity still managed to sell like 7 to 8 million units. Battlefront 2 still managed to sell 8 million units as well. Because it had a big brand attached to it. It's going to be hard to make a big brand fail unless you're Disney. It was Disney Star Wars. Like, if you look at the sales for Assassin's Creed Unity, it still sold like 2 million copies in America. It still sold like 2 million copies. And number 3, Pokemon Let's Go is literally being advertised everywhere. Nintendo is really trying to make people buy the game. You can't escape Pokemon Let's Go advertising. If you go on VG charts, you'll find it like frequently. Like, look right here. This is frequently advertising Pokemon Let's Go. They're really advertising it. Pokemon Let's Go everywhere. You can't escape it. Pokemon Let's Go is not an indie horror breakout. No, it's not indie. It's definitely not indie. But you can't escape this game, okay? You can't escape it. It's like trying to run away from your ex. But she keeps coming back. That's what Pokemon Let's Go is. I stopped playing Pokemon games at the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, as they were literally the same games as Sun and Moon, with a few added differences. And of course, people with Poketubers and Pokedummies will still deny this, that Pokemon Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon, are practically the same exact games. They are. Practically are the same. Same story, same storyline, except there's different Pokemon as the main point of attention. Like, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon still are good games as a concept. Pokemon Let's Go and Pikachu and Eevee is starting to show the divide of Pokemon fan base. If you get Let's Go Pikachu for Metacritic, you'll see that the fan base is clearly divided. And I stopped buying Pokemon games after Pokemon Sun and Moon. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I only played the freaking demo. That's enough for Pokemon Let's Go I'm gonna play. It's the freaking demo of the game. The reviews are actually now better at 5.8. But it's still a split. 212 positive reviews and 249 negative reviews. It's still a split. It's around Sticker Style reviews. It's around, like, Sticker Style has a 5.7 on Metacritic. 5.7 on Metacritic. By people. Pokemon Let's Go is giving the Sticker Style treatment. It might go up into the 6s because PokeTubers and PokeZones will still give this game 10s, no matter how boring and how dull this game really is. If you play the game for what it really is, it's a very dull and boring game. No post-game whatsoever, besides being the master trainers. It's not even freaking Pokemon Masters. The master trainers. Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee are disgraces to Pokemon. And hopefully by next gen, and when that flops, it probably won't because Pokemon is a huge brand. People will start to realize that nobody wants Pokemon. People don't really want Pokemon Go and the freaking games. Make sure you sell this, like, subscribe, and Pokemon is truly doomed.